suppose. That would be my thing, because you're right boosting them off, but they can still jam at range, and they will have the lowest resist profile. Get your Leshaks on them, and then split your DPS on a Legion, and then get your Bouchers and your other E-War to work on your Guardians. That'd be my advice.
Sounds like a plan. What's the closest warp in that we've got for a Widow?
We have
Widow 1 and Widow 2. They're both on them.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
zero.
they're both bookmarked. Okay, then everyone undock and dock.
Pop your drugs. Pop your drugs.
Don't forget the free drugs. They're fucking heavily fucking boosted.
Burn 1 cycle of prop just to get you away from the fort. Align to VDI C2. Align to VDI C2. We're going to go with Mjolnir Range as default ammo to start. Shack boys, you will be ramping on one of the Widows that I broadcast. You're going to stay on the same Widow while we start working on Legions. I will be fast switching in terms of DPS. So guys, your DPS rolls, you're going to have to be on the ball. Okay, take the warp. Scorpion boys, are you MJD or are you MWD fit?
Both.
Nice.
Additionally, jamming their Widows is a good option.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
That. Yeah.
Still ping 1 is a good for the Widows. For the Kitsune.
Widows are on Widow 1 and Widow 2. The ping 1 is quite far away from everything. Oh, check. The Widows have seemingly moved now. They're now their whole fleet's close to ping 3.
So there's nothing really isolated.
Unfortunately not. Ping 3 is not a bad warping, but you are then everything is in grabbing range on ping 3.
But you will be between
there.
there.
For Logi. Yeah,
I'll split them a little bit.
Yeah.
So ping 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fleet jump, fleet jump.
Logi probably heated prop mod to start with.
Align, ping 3. Align, ping 3.
Hardness on.
Hardness on. Make sure you've taken your drugs.
No shrink on the hole.
Of course, Urban will be anchor.
Let's get links up now.
Yeah, links up.
Zero.
And Logi, if you can add Brock to watch this, because I'm not really paying too much attention to him.
Done.
Okay, we're ready, boys?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Guys.
Take the warp. Take the warp.
Logi, preheat your prop mods, orbit 06 at 7.5 once we land and follow.
Leshaks, obviously, as the Widows have moved, are cool new target for you to ramp on.
With a Balgon, if you take Guardians 1 and 3 alphabetically, I will take 5 and 7. That should force their cap chain to suppress a bit.
Yeah.
Guardians, place yourselves so that we are sort of the midline and that they are in front of us. Okay. Anchor up, guys. Anchor up, anchor up, anchor up. We're going to ramp on Widow of Annie. Ramp on Widow of Annie, I will broadcast. So that's the Shack target. And for Damnations, I broadcast the Legion of Lucas. Lucas will be prime. Props on, props on, props on.
Turn off overheating your prop mods.
They're trying to do Spearfish.
What did they get?
They had double bounty. They are trying to Spearfish, probably.
So it's down Lucas, guys. It's down Lucas, down Lucas. Then lock up Wind. Wind is secondary.
Their devoters are chant.
Guardian of Crush of Kurish is caught.
Switching.
Okay. Decycle guns, guys. Decycle guns, decycle guns, decycle guns. We're now shooting wind. Oh, never mind, he's pulled. Let's try the Lashak of Scale. Lashak of Scale. Lashak of Scale is now prime. Also lock up Gabo. Broadcast. Okay, decycle guns, decycle guns, decycle guns. Gabo is now prime. Gabo in the Legion is now prime. Logi, how are we holding?
Good.
So I can't do anything.
They boosted one guard off.
Our guard.
Yeah, it's fine. Cap guard, no matter.
Gabo is prime, guys. Gabo is prime. Okay, decycle guns, decycle guns, decycle guns. Let's go back on to Lucas. Let's go back onto Lucas. Back onto Lucas.
As Balgon is just holding.
Our Balgorn.
Yep, Sev.
Yep.
They're splitting DPS.
Switching off me.
Suspicious chant.
Can we start
Middle.
ECMing their Lashaks, please?
Suspicious neutered and chant.
They're back on me fully. I'm dropping.
Balgorns, can you start nuding out their Vindy? Broadcast.
Yep,
Balgorns.
will do.
The capacitor is empty.
So we are still on Lucas, guys. We are still on Lucas.
I've got a couple of guards.
Nice. Don't forget, if you've got
down.
ECs, put them out.
Down. Or sorry, bow down, bow down.
Logi's taking a lot of ECM and EWO.
The capacitor is empty.
I've got all minute pressure on there, Vindy.
Capacitor is empty.
Okay, burn with me, guys. Burn with me. Burn with me. Props on. Keep your props on. Keep your props on. We're going to go for Nacretia and the Widow. Nacretia and the Widow.
They are all now yellow boxing cat.
Nacretia and the Widow prime. Nacretia and the Widow is prime.
Both my lodge are being jumped.
Cat needs cap urgently.
Nacretia and the Widow, guys. Nacretia and the Widow.
They focused themselves.
Stay on him. Stay on him. Stay on him. Spread ECs onto Lashak. Spread ECs onto Lashak.
They're the primary in my Balgorn now.
We had some cap issue.
Okay, give it some heat, guys. Give it some heat on Nacretia. Some heat on Nacretia. Lashaks as well. Then we're going to go on to Wind Fury in the Legion. What's up, dude?
They have a
Wind Fury.
Balgon chasing us down. We need that Balgon scrammed off of the Logi.
Nacretia in the Legion, dude. Nacretia in the Legion.
Those 6 burners down and away from this.
Broadcast that ball.
I'll stick Brock turn. Nacretia in the Legion. Nacretia in the Legion. Alright, keep props on, guys. Keep props on. Keep props on. Keep props on. Switch to Amy in the Widow. Amy in the Widow. Amy in the Widow.
Okay. He's down.
He's down.
Okay. Now back on to Lucas. Lucas. We were shooting him before. Lucas in the Legion. Keep your props on, guys. Keep your props on. Keep your props on. We're confusing them as much as it's confusing us. Logi, how are we holding?
Okay, I think.
I got some cap on floppy. No number, if poss.
I'm currently capped out completely. I'll get around to you. So
We've still got the battle left, right?
someone's
Can
got
you start
pushed.
nuding their Chronos, please? Nude their Chronos.
Yep.
Reps on Catholic.
Yeah, all reps on cat. I'm bleeding heavily.
They might be switching to Vindy in a minute.
ECs onto DPS ships. ECs onto DPS ships. Utility newts onto Chronos.
Keep our capturing up, guys. Keep our capturing up.
Alright, okay, guys. Decycle. Shoot the Chronos. Chronos is prime.
Kronos is out of cap.
Everything on this Chronos. Ramp, boys. Ramp on Goldberry in the bow. Mainline, shoot the Chronos of Alpha Dane.
On Vladimir. Jack's on Vladimir.
Vladimir. What, their bow, Vladimir?
Yeah, other bow, yep.
Okay, cool.
Ours and theirs.
Stay on them then. Stay on them.
The Vindys are currently looking down on each other.
Lock up Vladimir. Okay, switch to Vladimir now. Vladimir in the Balgorn is prime.
Reps to Sable.
Go back on can. No, I don't know.
Props off.
Sudicon.
Deselect any legions and lock up the EOS of Small Ice Coffee. So on this bow, have we got both Lashaks working on Vladimir?
Yeah, all of them are.
Okay, decycle guns, guys. Decycle guns. Prop on one cycle.
We've got Ponty's landing near.
Small ice coffee in the EOS. Is prime. Keep utility newts on Chronos.
Jake, call it when you bubble down for reps.
Right.
Stay on small ice coffee.
Falcon grid.
Yeah, I'm going to damp him. Lashak, stay on Vlad. We're going to go back onto him shortly. Decycle guns. Back onto Vlad in the bow.
We gotta pull away from 06 the logic a bit.
Roger.
Can we smart bomb the drones?
Yeah. Smart bomb and ECM drones now.
Stay on the bow, guys. Stay on the bow.
Theo reps.
Okay, decycle guns.
Can we nuke the Vindicator of Zachary out, please?
Zachary in the Vindy is prime. Zachary in the Vindicator is prime. He's
Mr. Subspace, you and Sudicon 2 if I can.
Boost.
Zachary in the Vindy.
Is empty. The capacitor is empty.
30-kilometer burn.
Move utility newts to Vindicator.
Yep.
ECM to Lashaks, guys. ECM to Lashaks. Man, this is so hard to break. Okay, decycle guns, decycle guns. Look up Nana and the Lashak, Nana and the Lashak.
Okay, change ready.
Nana is now prime, Nana and the Lashak is prime. We're going to have to make a burn for their Logi.
Yeah, it's the only thing we haven't shot at.
Just keep the calm.
Stay on Nana for now, guys. Stay on Nana for now.
That Bal's chasing Logi down.
Which bow?
Is it Goldberry?
Goldberry, yeah.
I'm gonna switch my newts to Goldberry.
Alright. Decycle guns, reload to Inferno Rage. Reload to Inferno Rage.
Do you want me to try to catch the guards?
Yes.
You go in.
My Balgon's neutered.
Kedlick.
Well, there's the scientist swept.
Syndicate to Kedlick. Took it off Sable.
Props on, guys. Props on, props on, props on.
Logi's holding fine.
Bloodthirsty is windy webbed.
Can you broadcast him?
As well as Derry.
Theo, are you capping our Balgorn?
I'm full cap. I'm full cap.
Props on, guys. Props on, props on, props on, props on. Bloodthirsty is prime. Bloodthirsty is prime. Bloodthirsty in the Guardian is prime. Also lock up Xerxes if you haven't already done so.
The Ponty's about to go in for a boost, heads up.
Keep props on, keep props on. Okay, decycle guns, decycle guns. We're going on to Xerxes next, Xerxes next.
Xerxes is not tackled.
We're giving no damage on blood.
20's appointed. When
We need paints on it.
Okay, props on, guys. Props on, props on, props on. Xerxes. Xerxes is prime. Xerxes is prime. Another booster just landed.
No, it's a...
Oh, that's a heretic. My bad. Xerxes is prime. Xerxes is prime. ECM move over to Guardians. ECM move over to Guardians.
kill reps on G, guys. Reps on G.
Arvind is held down by the Devoter of Sarantha.
Stay on Xerxes. Stay on Xerxes. We're just not applying for shit.
But we're Lashak down.
We lost to Lashak.
Yeah.
Down.
Yep, only one person right.
We got boosted.
Okay, props on, guys. Props on, props on, props on. Lock up you are in the heretic. You are in the heretic is primary. You are in the heretic is primary. Never mind, he's burning. Decycle, decycle.
All reps on Jake. Overheat, overheat.
Lock up Trismeo. Trismeo in the Legion. Trismeo in the Legion.
Second the shut down. We are not holding the shacks.
I think it's extract at this point. Can we start getting newts on their devoters, please? Newts on their devoters. Trizio's prime.
Reps on Jake. Devour.
I'm gonna nuke the diverters out now.
lock up the Heretic of Viewer. And shoot the Heretic of Viewer. Also lock up the Saber of Rubert. Okay, with Decycle Guns, we are shooting the Saber of Rua. And after he is down, we're going to go back to the Heretic of Viewer. So Rubert and the Saber is prime. Then we're going on to the Heretic of Viewer. Keep your props on, guys. Keep your props on. Okay, back onto Yue. Back onto Yue.
We did disrupts.
Suspect's jammed.
Balgon's jammed as well.
Tap the Falcon, please.
What's it jamming you?
Falcon.
Falcon's got my Balgon Permajan now. And then I'm also scrammed by Legion. Gabo Sexy and Legion's got me pinned.
Gabo Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All newts to Gabo. Stay on this Heretic. All newts on to Gabo.
Okay, his scrams are up. I need to burn out.
We're still bubbled at the moment.
Lodge is struggling with Cap badly.
Rebroadcast, I can get more cap. Okay.
Fix that
Okay.
range now.
Windows at 40%.
40% armor.
Mm-hmm.
Pulsing.
We're going to be extracting super soon.
Oh, really?
My venue's totally locked down. You got like
Same.
on me.
Okay, guys. Heat your prop 1 cycle. Heat props 1 cycle. Take the wing warp, take the wing warp, take the wing warp.
Got ACM Jones dropping now.
This was just a rough warp. When you land, align to return. When you land, align to return.
Is there a return bubble, do we know?
Nope.
They've just bubbled it. They've just bubbled.
Worst case
Okay.
scenario,
Align Atrine. Align Atrine.
we've got a 7 Amar in the C3 stat.
Atrin is not bubble at the moment.
Let's go.
Take the wing warp.
I mean, that was just tough. I mean, I got off several Logi boosters. I boosted their Logi wing at the start of the fight as well.
Yeah. At one point,
I
we
was
killed the
jamming.
Widow.
I was
Well, at
jamming
one point-
Logi, but Saber was keep chasing me off.
That was a tough.
Yeah.
Um,
I had 3 of their Logi neutered out at one point, and it made 0 difference.
like the Logi. I think it was the Logi more than anything.
Yeah, there was just no chance of killing stuff.
I mean, like, when you're shooting Guardians, you're not even watching the needle move. It's like...
Well, the problem was when we were shooting everything else, they had that many Guardians that we needed 3-4 Balgons to make a difference on that Logi wing.
Give me back. Someone looted it.